Welcome to Inside Sim Racing. I'm Billy Strange, and this is round 3 of the 2004 championship season in GTR 2. So we're racing at Magny-Cours in the Lister Storm, and I want to just take a brief second to say thanks to all of you that have watched and supported the last 2 videos. It's much appreciated. If you haven't seen the last 2 videos, make sure and watch those before watching this one. It'll give you an update as to where we're at in the season. So seeing as how I won the last race, I am leading the championship by 2 points. And as you can see, I have more weight added to my car. We're up to 132 pounds of performance ballast. And as you can see, I qualified 10th. This time I only ran the first practice, or rather the first qualifying session. The time before I ran both sessions, and after the first session I was like 8th, and then the second session I was 4th. So this time I just ran the first session, just a handful of laps, and after everything's said and done, not running qualifying 2, I'm 10th. So hopefully this will be a little bit more of an exciting race. 6 laps long. Track temp and ambient temp has stayed relatively the same throughout the day, so we will give this a shot. Alright, here we go. This is going to be the start. So when I first started this track, it was pretty well off the pace in practice, and then I brought my speed up some. Now we're going to leave it in 4th. That first sector really, this whole section right here, really kind of messes with you because you really have to wait to get on the throttle. Down this decently long back straightaway, on the brakes a little early, tires are cold, and he pulls in front of me. Holy cow. Well, that was interesting. I think I managed to pick up some spots in that whole ordeal. And that was purely by accident. I wasn't trying to go in there too hot. I knew the tires were going to be colder, but when he moved over on me, I had to let off the brake. Otherwise, I was going to go spinning off in the grass. It just happened to work out. So as I mentioned, this last race... Oh, slow down. The Sky mod that I put in looks fantastic again. A little bit of contact there. Got the position. And there's some more mods I want to install, but I just wanted to make sure everything was working right. And again, we got those Ferraris and Porsches in there with their skins, so that's definitely makes the whole field look much more fleshed out. And I need to shift. I didn't even see what position we were in. I was too busy worrying about how I wasn't shifting. Ooh, this guy comes down to block a little. And when you're behind somebody like this, you kind of have to anticipate what they're doing. You got to look for little tells. Even though I know this is just AI, you can still see the tires, the front tires turn if you can pull out a little bit. That means they're getting ready to turn early, and you can tell, you know, are they short driving it? Are they braking a little early just to make sure they're making the corner? Are they driving in too deep? All those little things you're trying to predict and be on top of. You're being, you know, you feel like you're being proactive, but what you're really doing is being reactive to the situation. Got a good run there. I don't know if he's going to let me have it, but we're going to take it. Thank you. So 6 laps the distance. I wasn't going to chance that. A little bit of tire spin there. Again, I'm just amazed at how much fun I'm having with this game. It is just... God, it's just so cool. It feels right. Like, you know, again, race cars, with the exception of like something that's very aero dependent, like a Formula One car or a prototype or something like that, you know, somebody that can get in and halfway, hi there, halfway know what they're doing, it is not hard to make a quick lap with a race car, or even a high-performance street car. Where it gets difficult is finding that little extra 5% to make you go from being just okay to being really, really fast. So sometimes I just feel like, you know, with all these different sims and games that I've played, sometimes they try to make them too difficult because people, I think, have been accustomed to difficulty being, you know, that's what's realistic, and it's not. That's a tricky corner there. You've got to really wait to get on the throttle. Be nice and smooth. I like these switchback sections. You got to carry good momentum through there. So yeah, I just feel like this has that right balance where I can get in one of the, you know, I've never really run this track before in a car, in a sim, much less real life. And so I just feel like, I don't know, there's something about it that just feels right. I'm instantly, even when the car's not totally set up, that's too far down in the gears. Even when the car's not totally set up, I feel comfortable. I feel like I know where the limit of the car is, and that I can push it. It builds confidence in me with the car. Whoa, that was a dive bomb and a half. That is not advisable in the real world. Somebody will get mad at you, even if you don't take them out. The important part is we did not have contact. Try to get a run. Oh, he spun his tire, but then I feel like I had to roll out, which was not going to let me go through there, and there's no way I'm not going to pass him there. Whoa. All right, contact. I think we're okay still. I do have damage turned all the way up. Maybe the high speed stuff, it's not turning quite as well. We'll have to see how we progress here. Just know that he's going to get on the brakes a little earlier than I anticipate. And I got a little too antsy coming out of the turn. We're in third. Like 2 laps to go. I know I think I've already mentioned this, but thanks again for that first video. All the positive comments and people giving me suggestions on how to get the skins and some mods to put in the game. So I really appreciate it. I really appreciate the support. This has been really fun. And now we've got second. Yeah, first is way up there though. So yeah, it's just, this is fun. And I certainly don't mind continuing to do it if it continues to be popular. On the brakes too early. Wait. Now you can roll on the throttle. So if I had to do this over again, I would probably bump the difficulty up by about another, 5 or so %. Maybe 10. 10 may be too much. I don't want to just tool around at the back of the pack. But maybe doing it like this where I only do the first qualifying session will kind of even the field out here for me. And this is tricky. You've got to hit this just right. You're going to spin the tire there. You've just got to be ready for it. I think this is going to be the last lap. Just the way the car feels is just awesome. And, you know, I spend some, whoa, hi there. I spend a decent amount of time tuning the car and getting it up to snuff. 137.4. That's awesome. And there's the end of the race. Second place it is. More performance, a balance of performance ballast is coming my way. So again, thank you guys so much for watching this. If you did enjoy this episode, please click that like button. Hopefully this second race was much more entertaining. Beyond that, if you haven't subscribed to Inside Sim Racing, please do so. Hopefully we'll be able to bring you more GTR2 coverage. Be sure to visit isrtv.com for all the latest in sim racing news. If you want to follow us on Twitter, it's Inside Sim Racing. You can follow me if you like on Twitter at Strange_Billy. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care.